Agents are making random videos with no plan. Your channel looks like a junk drawer. There's no theme, there's no direction, there's no reason for anybody to subscribe to your channel.
You know what I call that? The junk channel strategy. Just throwing stuff at YouTube and hoping something sticks. And I am done watching agents waste years doing it. The 4 content pillars exist. The YouTube SEO for Realtors framework that tells the algorithm exactly who to put you in front of. It exists. The YouTube Strategy 2026 system that took one of my clients from 0 subscribers to 166,000 and 10% of her entire market in listings, it exists. You just refuse to follow it. That stops today. No more random, no more junk drawer, no more posting into the void and wondering why nobody is watching. The framework starts right now. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna get going. And to be honest with you, I've got a special guest that I'm gonna bring on a little later. She was no different for the first couple years. She was like, I don't know what to do, I'll just do this. And then she just buckled down and killed it, you guys. So I can't wait to share Rachel with you guys. But before we do that, we're gonna get started. Do we have access to the deck team? All right, I think we do. Let's see. Let's go to slide 2. All right. So here's what we're fixing today. Whoops, I think I think we're there. Okay, here's what we're fixing today, you guys. Today, we're gonna fix that problem, that content gap that everybody has. And the goal for me by the end of the session is that you're gonna have 10 video ideas that people in your market are already searching for. And we got Rachel on here to talk to you about how she did it, right? Like I said, from Big Bear, California. I think she's at 166,000 subscribers. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when she blew past me, I was pretty pissed, right? So I was at over 100,000 first, and then she went and just blew by me like I was standing still, and that didn't go over at all. But let's talk about this. Most of you are doing the junk channel strategy, right? We're just throwing stuff at it and hoping that it sticks, right? And what we need is to have a set strategy. You need to have taken a look at the audit. You need to have taken a look at what is working, and we need to make sure that we're generating content that people are searching for. And then when we're generating content that people are searching for, we're generating content that they want to watch, our thumbnail, and that they'll keep watching what we say and how we say it. So we're going to talk to you guys about that today. And I promise you that you're going to leave today with just a no bull plan. This is my next 10 videos. Maybe this is my next 30 videos. And then you're going to be able to just keep going forward from there. Look, I'm going to be brutally honest with you before I show all of this to you guys. And Rachel will tell you this when she comes on. I'm gonna tell you to do property tours almost exclusively for the next year, right? My content strategy is gonna be like a 40, 20, 20, 20, but the reality is it should be more like 80, 888 or 777. That's really what it should be in order for us to build your channel up and for us to get enough viewers on your channel and enough subscribers for us to maximize that. Once we get you to 2 or 3 or 5,000 subscribers in the next 6 months or quicker, we're gonna be able to take you from here to here. We'll be able to do viral content. We'll be able to do show me that you know me, really what I call the agent content, the teachable content. So I'm gonna show you all 4 pillars today, but I want you guys to remember, property tours are gonna get you there faster than anything else. It's the number 1 thing that people are searching for out of all of the searches on YouTube. Like 68% for buyers and sellers are looking with property tour related searches first. So let's go to the next slide. So here's the framework, you guys. Most agents sit down and think, what should I make a video about? And you freeze. Or worse, you just make whatever comes to mind. I promise you that I've got dozens of clients that have been with me for multiple years that still make whatever comes to mind and they don't listen, right? I've had clients that didn't listen for a year or 2 years or 3 years and finally started listening, and we blew up their channel, just like that, right? But if you don't listen and you make whatever comes to mind, that means the fix is this framework, what I call the 4 content pillars. Every successful real estate YouTube channel runs on these 4 types of content. Now, do we have some big channels that are doing all property tours? We do. And Inez, Nava, I can make some great channels, but they're doing 5 tours a week. If you're gonna be really stepping up on 5, 20 to 25 minute tours a week, we're going to build you big and we're going to build you fast, right? But they're also not converting with what we could. The key here, team, is the engine generates people to our channel, right? And the engine really gets them there. And then the magnet, the relocation and the expertise, that helps them get us. And then we have the advisor, and then we have the anchor. And the anchor is actually the thing that probably turns more people and gets us more leads than anything. And you're going to be surprised because it's lifestyle, it's community, it's all these other things. If you're looking at my Daniel Catula's channel in Prague, my client in Prague, 9 out of every 10 videos is lifestyle and community. 9 out of 10. 100 plus listings last year. Hopefully, Daniel, you're on here, right? But this is the fix for you, right? And we're going to break them all down. Let's go to the next slide. Let's talk about the engine first. Look at pillar 1, the engine is exactly what we talked about. It's inventory, it's tours, and this is the content that closes deals, right? And this is the content that gets impressions. So keep this in mind. When we create this kind of content, we're creating content that people are searching for, and they're being given a little thumbnail of our video with a little description along with 20 or 30 other people. We still have to make people click. We still have to have a great thumbnail. We still have to have a good call to action. But this is the content that does that. Does that make sense? It's new listing walkthroughs, it's price point comparisons, it's 3 homes under 400,000 in Corona Del Mar, whatever it is. There's no homes under 400,000 in Corona Del Mar, just so you guys know. It's open house tours, it's luxury showcases, it's a ton of new construction if you guys have new construction in your neighborhood. Every one of these is a video that targets a transactional search term. Here's a challenge. I get this all the time. I don't like making that content, or I would never watch that content, or I would never watch 15 minutes of that content. And once again, I love all of you guys, but I don't give a damn what you would watch or what you like making. All I care about is generating business for you. So if we can create content that's going to get people there and generate business, this is it. And the engine, when you get to a year, it's still going to be 40%. Today, I would tell you to make it 60, 70% of your content, right? Because it has the highest SEO value, period, right? Houses for sale near me, right? That alone, I think it's like 380,000 searches a month nationally, right? People search for homes on YouTube the same way they search for homes on Zillow, except on YouTube, they see you, right? But channels without an engine content, they don't see. So the primary pillar to grow, especially in the beginning, really early, is this type of content. If you guys look at Daniel Catula's channel in Prague, he didn't do this kind of content. We didn't start generating leads till year 3. He made amazing content, but this wasn't what he wanted to do. So he had to be consistent to the tune of about $2,000 a week for over 2 years, right? So if you guys want to make your own content and you're independently wealthy and you can just pay to do this and keep doing it forever, then by all means do it. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, the magnet, you guys. So pillar 2 is this. The magnet, and it really draws people in. So when they come to your channel from the engine, they're going to watch the magnet and they're going to choose you. It's relocation and neighborhood content. When a seller watches you do neighborhood content, they're like, this person knows my neighborhood. This is the real estate mayor of my neighborhood. I'm going to sell with them. When a seller watches you highlight a local restaurant, and they're like, that's the restaurant we go to every week. They like my restaurant. I like them. This is who I'm listing with. You guys think that's silly and you think it's stupid, but it's not. I've seen hundreds of leads come into my agents because they highlighted a restaurant that the seller liked. When it's living in Cabo San Lucas or living in Corona Del Mar or living in Riverside, it doesn't matter. Or best neighborhoods in Palm Springs. They're planning a move and they're planning to look for an agent and talk to somebody, and that's going to be you, right? Neighborhood guides, cost of living breakdowns, all of those things work really well. And the magnet positions you as the local expert, right? It captures people earlier in the funnel. And that's what's beautiful about it. The engine captures buyers mostly. We'll still get some sellers off those property tours. But guess what? The sellers know what the properties look like. They don't watch the whole property tour. They find you for the property tour, then they watch the magnet and they call you from the magnet. So that's the beautiful part about this. Let's jump to the next slide. So the advisor, this is market intelligence. And you guys, most of you guys do this fairly well, but it should be 1 video a month max. Now I have clients, I don't know if Melvin's on here, but Melvin was doing a market intelligence for every city in his in the DMV, in the DC Metro Virginia area. So it was like 30 market intelligence reports every month. And I was like, that's just too much. That's crazy. This pillar, this advisor pillar, is education, right? It's your updates. It's your first time buyer guides. It's your seller's process walkthroughs. It's your mortgage explainers, right? It's, here's a great mortgage calculator. Go look at it. It's, believe it or not, this is going to blow your guys' mind. Mortgage calculator on real estate channels get 3.4 million searches a month nationally. 3.4 million, right? How much house can I afford? 200,000 searches a month. If you're ignoring this content, you're ceding the earliest touch points in the buyer journey to your best friend Zillow. That's who's getting it if you're not producing it. So this is what I would call research intent content. People may not be ready today when they're typing this content, but when they are, you're the one they already trust. You're the advisor that built trust before they ever call you. And when they do call you, it is not an application, it is a signing. So here's what happens. They watch this for the next 30, 60, 90 days. They call you. When you go to see them, they're like, oh my God, we watch all your videos. You're so famous. We can't believe you're here in the house. It's a little crazy. You're going to be surprised. It's going to be weird. When somebody comes up to you in a restaurant and interrupts your conversation to talk to you, or when they interrupt you at the grocery store, it's especially in front of your family, your friends, it's going to be a little embarrassing. I know some of you guys have some pretty big egos. Some of you guys will really like it, but for me, it can definitely be a little unnerving sometimes. So let's jump to the next one. We're going to show the next one because we got a lot to cover today. The anchor. This is pillar 4. Look, it's lifestyle and community. It's the best restaurants. It's things to do. It's hidden gems. It's local business spotlights. It can be me meeting with my local city councilman, my local planning commission. It can be client testimonials. I love day in the life content. You guys are going to be so surprised. I've had so many people, this is what I do to prep for a listing appointment. And then they get 4 or 5 calls off the first video. People watching, I loved watching you prep for your listing appointment. That's what I need, somebody that has that level of detail. These are people that are looking this. These people already live in your area and they share it with their friends and family that are thinking of buying and selling, and they use it when they're thinking of buying and selling. Believe it or not, the anchor is the seller generated content. This is how Daniel Katula generated 100 listings last year just on anchor content. Believe it or not, the news organizations in Prague reach out to him because he scoops them all the time now on stuff, which is really killer because the local people of the city call him and they give him inside information, right? In year 1, we keep the anchor a little light. And the reason we keep the anchor light is because people aren't searching for this content. And if we're making a lot of this content, they're not going to find you and we're not going to grow. So if you're doing one of these every other month, I'm really happy. If you're one of those really committed agents that's going to step up, like my great client, Rachel, you're going to see later today, and you're doing 3 videos a week, then you can do one of these or 2 of these a month. You can do some more, right? But you got to keep it a little light. Year 2 and beyond, this is going to evolve into some of your primary content. This is going to evolve into podcasts and collaborations and panel discussions. This is going to evolve to you meeting other agents at Tom Ferry Elite Retreat and at Summit and posting it live on your YouTube. That's the type of evolution that happens with this type of content, you guys. It's really cool as you grow and get there. Let's jump to the next slide. So here's the part everyone wants to know, obviously, how do you split your time? And we call it the 4-2-2-2, right? But if you're only doing 1 video a week, it's really the 3-1, right? So you're gonna have to pick one of the other pillars every month, but I want 3 property tours and then 1 of the advisor and then 1 of the anchor, right? And then 1 of the magnet. But if you're doing 2 videos a week, we can add a little bit more. And if you're doing 3 videos a week, I'm totally fine with you guys doing 2 property tours and then 1 of these, and then 2 property tours and 1 of these, and 2 property tours and 1 of these. That's beautiful. The engine's going to get the primary in that first year. It's the highest intent, right? It is the content that's going to drive impressions. It trains the algorithm to show your content to people looking to buy and sell in your market. And it builds your library really fast because every property is a new video. And don't forget, you guys, I'm gonna give you some little tricks on the property. And not everybody listens to this, but I would tell you, listen, don't ever put the address on the title, don't ever put the address in the description, and don't ever say the address. When you do, you're gonna have a lot of people at Zillow showing those properties. They're gonna do a quick search on Zillow. This is the very highest part of the funnel, and we want them to reach out to us. Number two, I don't care if the property is available or not. I have a client, a brand new client that just came in. It's a big team. They've got 40 properties that are currently pending. I'm like, go shoot every property before they close. And they're like, what? They're already sold. I don't care. We have 40 properties that we can shoot really quick that we still have control of. Let's go shoot them. It doesn't matter if they're available. We're not trying to sell the property. We're trying to generate leads. That's the key. And I want you to know right now that when you generate leads, that's going to make you happy, right? We can all agree on that. That's what gets us there. Hey team, can we do the poll number 2? What type of content are you making the most right now? So we're gonna throw up another poll. It's like, all right, what are you guys doing now? Everybody jump into this poll. If you're not doing anything, just click I'm not making content yet. But if you're doing inventory and tours, I wanna know. If you're doing neighborhood and relocation stuff or market updates, I wanna know, right? That's pretty awesome. Let's go to the next slide. We can do that while the poll's going, right? Oh, maybe. Okay, so I know you're asking yourself, why the different content, right? And this is gonna kind of give you a very high level idea of it. It's searchable versus shareable versus kind of invisible, right? And there's a difference between searchable content, shareable content. Both are good, but when you're starting out, we have to have searchable content. That's really the key. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, that's not bad. 20% are doing inventory and tours. I'm pretty happy with you guys, right? 28% market updates, super, super clean. Look at that, 8% lifestyle and personality. Anybody that's over, let's say 2,000 subscribers, you guys should step up on lifestyle and personality. It's gonna really benefit you, right? 25% not making content yet. You guys are my favorites because we're gonna teach you to do it right from the start, and you're gonna blow by people in your market that have been doing it for 3 or 4 years. We're gonna destroy them, I promise. You're gonna see just a massive jump. Okay, let's go back to searchable. Searchable answers a question, right? Someone is already typing homes for sale in Denver under 500,000, or best neighborhoods in Austin for families, or property tours in Austin, or Denver home tours or house tours. And I'm gonna teach you how to determine which ones those are today, right? And YouTube puts you in front of people who are typing those searches, right? You don't need subscribers yet. You need YouTube to show your video to other people. You need people to see your video. Then once they click on your video, then they're gonna subscribe. Even if you're horrible, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I think I'm horrible on video. I hate watching myself on video. Most of my clients do, but it doesn't matter. Even my little coaching channel is gonna break 100,000 in the next 30 or 60 days. I'm chasing Rachel on that one, right? But I feel like I'm horrible all the time, right? But people are finding me all the time and they're like, he's like me. They don't mind that I make mistakes. They don't mind that I'm a little awkward sometimes. They don't mind that sometimes I forget what I'm gonna say and I don't correct it on the video. I was like, we'll just skip that and we'll go to something else, right? So, because I don't care, it's video and I wanna be me. The next is shareable. And shareable is my reaction to the craziest listing in Austin, right? People are gonna share that. It's viral type stuff. Don't buy in Austin, or don't buy here, or don't buy these, or the dark side of Austin. Now here's the historic part with shareable. Viral content does really well once you have a following. Viral content doesn't do really well when your channel's brand new because the algorithm's not pushing you out far enough for it to be shareable. So if you've only got 100 subscribers and your average video gets 50 views, your viral content may still get 100 views. It's still maybe do double what it is, but it's not gonna go viral. I've got a client that's gonna be, we're gonna highlight her in 2 weeks, and she had about 15,000 subscribers, and we did some viral stuff, and I think she got 55,000 views on the very first one with 2,000 comments, and grew 10,000 in 10 days or something like that. So as you get bigger, I'm gonna teach you guys to do that shareable content. And here's the beautiful part. I'm just gonna give you a map. Here is exactly what to do, what to say, and how to do it. So it's super easy, right? Your first 10 can be some shareable, right? Engine, magnet content that should dominate it, right? But Answer questions your market's already asking. If you don't answer questions that your market's already asking, you are invisible, right? When you do content that you want, it's invisible. I hate to break it to you. I've had clients, we'll use property tours or neighborhood tours as a great example. Amazing content for sellers. But I had clients that came to me and they're like, I'm going to do neighborhood tours. That's all I'm going to do, coach. And I'm like, nobody's ever going to find you. We're never going to grow and nobody's ever going to find you. And like, you don't know what you're talking about because I'm going to do this differently. And this is my specialty. And I'm like, you're right. I haven't written 3 books. Oh, wait, I actually have. No, never mind. You go ahead and do that. Well, either you'll win and I'll say, great, you did something that I learned, or I'll win and I'll say, I told you. That's what happened. I told you. Woo! That's it.